Hello, 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 everyone here. To all my Barefoot fans, welcome. Hope that you can see and hear me good. You can put it in the chat if everything is okay. For me, it's the first time, so very excited to share in real life more about my barefoot living lifestyle. It's a bit different than always chatting and being on Instagram. So I really want to share it in this way. And it's a bit for me about being courageous too, taking that step. So if there are some questions for me, you can always put it in the chat. I love to give you an answer and help you more and being barefoot in your life. It is for everyone. It's not about I am perfect walking barefoot. I am always walking barefoot. I'm a starter. I'm a professional. It's for everyone. I just give it a few moments so that everyone that wants can join. Hi, Luca. Welcome. So I will do my best to look at the chat too. I have a little bit of help from my boyfriend, my lover, Trader John. So if I cannot handle it to look over the chat, then he will help me with love. So there is a question. How did I start with barefooting and why? Well, that's a very long story. I try to keep it a little bit short in here. It all started back in the Corona times. My life in general was totally changing. So it was about eating more healthy. I had a business and I could not work anymore because, yeah, I was not allowed anymore. So it really changed my mind and a lot of things. And walking barefoot was one step of that. So what I did, I was just starting to put off my shoes and start to walk barefoot just in my garden, um, into the grass, and then step by step, just adapting outside of my house. Um, because on the streets, I really want to walk barefoot too, just to feel what happens. And I started to like it. I was becoming more aware of what barefooting was all about. I started in warmer days, so I was really not walking barefoot into the snow and ice like I do now. That was like 7 years ago. So yeah. Thank you for the thumbs up here. that gives me a lot of love. So then I just did it like every day, just short walks, and I liked it. My body was becoming healthier. So what I mean about that was that I felt that my back was aligning more. Hi, Rafael, welcome here. Yeah, I just liked it, but it was not like I wanted to do more with barefooting. It was just taking off my shoes, taking short walks, and then going home again. Because before I really did not like barefoot. My boyfriend and my daughter, they were always in home barefoot, and I was always with socks on. I had a business in hair pieces, so I was wearing high heels and stuff. So totally different life. And now, yeah, now that I am walking for about, it's around 5 to 6 years that I am always barefoot. But the first year I still had barefoot shoes, from Vivo Barefoot, with very thin sole that you can start walk barefoot. And that was in about, yeah, a bit less than a year that I was wearing that. I still have them because they are like new. I just wear them for a couple of months. And now if my daughter wants, she can take my shoes over. Yeah, and why I did it is just because I felt that I needed to do this. It was just for myself. And then after a few years, of course, people are seeing you. I was taking longer walks, and yeah, people had questions for sure. If you see somebody walking totally naked on the street, you have eyes on you. But walking barefoot is just the same. People are not used to that. So where I'm living now, here in Belgium, um, after years, people already know, they are used to it now. So I'm not the only one anymore. There are some people that are walking barefoot, not a lot, but just short walks, and that's very good. You can always be um, a kind of inspiration. And even if you have questions and like looking eyes at you, that's all good because they are seeing you. If they are not seeing you, they are not here and now, and they are not, they are in their head, so they only see their world. So it's very good if you have questions, and if they look at you. That's, for me, it's very very good. I like that. Now in the beginning, yeah, you need to learn um, how to respond on questions, and being courageous about why you are walking barefoot. And then you are giving them your explanation why you do it, because of health. And then people are more understanding because they know that barefoot walking is very good. It's scientifically proven. So let me see in the chat, because now I'm talking and talking and talking because it's my passion to walk barefoot. So let me see if I can answer some questions in here. So was I a bit clear about the first question? How did I start walking barefoot and why? Um Hi Luca, hi Rafael. Welcome here. Okay, let me just go over the questions. Do you get often stares and comments when you walk barefoot in town, Luca? Um, I believe I answered that question already. Often, not that much. In the beginning, it's like more you are attracting it, because if you are like the first time walking barefoot and you are alone, and yeah, you are not used to it already being around people. For me, it was just in the park. So the first year I was not always going really into the crowdy peopleness, but more like in the park, or more in the evening, or more early in the morning. So you don't there are not a lot of people then. But after a while, I did not like that people were like staring and talking behind my back. It was like I was doing something very strange, and for me, uh, it was not that, because I just wanted to go over my own feeling, because yeah, it was for me like I was doing something very not good. So I needed to go over that. So that was a learning process for me. And I just started to do it in a very special way. So I did not like that people were seeing me. They were whispering behind my back and talking to each other. And I was like, I hear you still. And the first time I remember very good, I was just turning. I really had it. I really had it. So I need to go over that. So I turned around, and I was saying to them, "Do you know why I walk barefoot?" And then they were like shocking, like, "Oh my god, she heard me!" And what now? So for them, it was really a shock, because I was reacting. I was going um, to to give myself the a chance for explaining me, to make myself feeling better. And then they are like, no, I don't know. And I was like, it's good for the health. And and that it was not a long conversation, but for me it was a first step, and I was feeling very good about it, because the people now know that why I was walking barefoot, and that I had the courage to explain myself, because whispering and making them their own stories, they can all do that. But it's up to me to take that step, turn around and ask, do you know why I walk barefoot? And that's a bit how it started, that I was getting more confident in walking barefoot. It was about a year. So, is that clear? Yeah, and in town, it's very different, There are a lot of people there, and for now, if I'm now giving stare lookings, or people are talking or whispering, then I do not respond on everything, but there are people that are really having like, I am an inspiration, because they want to do that too. They do it often, but not in the crowd. So that's very good already. If you're just walking barefoot in the park, that's just fine. If you want to go barefoot in the streets on your own, that's fine too. If you're going into crowds, that's very good too. That's more to be being confident. I just don't wear any shoes anymore, never. So that's just my choice. Boom, boom. Okay, Grammy Prescott, welcome here. I've been barefoot for over 10 years. Wow. Give some likes for that. And put it in the chat. Is it really always? So you also don't have shoes anymore? Because that's really amazing if you take that choice for yourself. And it's to see in which country you live, of course. Rafael Miranda, welcome here. Is this your first time to be went live? Yes. My boyfriend was telling me, I I believe a year or 2 years ago, you really need to go live. But I was not yet ready to do that. For me it was also taking that step. So now I am live, just to see how it goes, and what what that I can do more specific for my followers, because I have a lot now, and I do this content on YouTube. I started, yeah, you can see it on the first date. It was like 7 years ago that I was starting my journey, and then, yeah, bit mindset, and then traveling and then going barefoot more because yeah, people really want to know more about that. So my question to all of you is, how can I help you more specific um, in my content? You can just put it in the chat too. Okay, thank you, darling, for helping me. I really don't know with how many we are in the stream now. I cannot see it here. Okay, Tobias Scottisk. Hello, welcome here. Really appreciate that you're all in here. That's really helping me in my learning process to go live, to speak about what I want to share in the world. We all have something to share, so you really need to be taking that steps that lead you to whatever you want to do. So this for me is one part of my journey that I really need to do to be more confident and speaking live in front of a camera, because I am now seeing myself all the time. So it is my story, but still it's very special for me to do this like this. Oh, appreciate that, Tobias. So Tobias, are you a follower for a long time and more on Instagram or more on YouTube? I really do my best to every day like look over the chat and answering, but it's now becoming more and more and more. So sometimes it's once a week on Instagram and like every day a little bit of looking on YouTube, because on YouTube I do it now for a long time. So I do my best to keep consistent and answer every question or comment, because I really appreciate um, that you all are here, because without you I was not here. Because in the beginning it was just to share something with the world, and now I'm up to 2000 2k or something on YouTube, and Instagram is just going through the roof. So I really appreciate that. It takes some time, but then it really goes like a snowball. You start small and then it's rolling, 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 and you have a very big snowball. Okay, let me see. Okay, you have some questions, Tobias. I will look over that. She will respond to them one at a time. Yeah, I will really do my best to respond on them. First question from Tobias is, I am interested where you're living, which country, and how is the temperature there actually, because walking barefoot, and then it stops. Okay, so I was responding already on this question too. So for now, I am living in Belgium. I am from Belgium itself. We like to travel, so sometimes we are just a year in a different country that we like to be with our camper van um, for a few months. But I'm based in Belgium. The temperature in Belgium, I don't know how you say it in English, but the temperature here, if I say degrees or Celsius, I believe it's the same. It's just normal. It's not. Sometimes it's very, very, very hot, but the hottest that I had was like in the south of Portugal. There it was really hot, and London. That was very hot too, because they do not have a lot of grass, so there were a lot of streets more. In the winter, It's not that cold like in Iceland or something, but yeah, it goes under 10 degrees or something. I'm not sure, but yeah, if it is snowing and it's freezing, it's just okay for me now to walk in. What time is it there in Belgium? I'm from the Philippines. It's 5. Okay, nice, nice, Rafael. Welcome here from the Philippines. Wow, I really want to go there too. Really, really interesting land. Here it is 11 a.m., 11:30 a.m. in the morning. Marcus Roberts, thank you for being here. Appreciate that. I am barefooting and lived in. Oh, you lived in Belgium. Okay, nice, nice, nice. For a couple of years, unfortunately, I never saw anyone else barefoot apart from me, but people certainly noticed me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, it always starts with the first one, and it's. I always give an example. If you are buying a car, so you want to have a car, you are preparing for it, so it's not ready there. It needs to. How you say that? Yeah, you are waiting for it, so it's not arrived yet. And the whole time in between, when you do not have the car already, you are seeing your car all over. And in the beginning, before, you never saw that, or you are not like focusing on that car. But now your mind is like really wanting to have that car. You see it all over the place. It's the same about barefooting. In the beginning, you think you're alone, but we are with a lot. Look at my content. We are with a lot of barefooters. So if I'm like going to dance or going to a restaurant or something, you always like in the beginning you are on yourself because not everyone has have the courage to do that yet. But after, people are really, after they see you, they have the courage to put off their shoes. So it's amazing that you can just be the inspiration. People that really want to do that too, they will do that because they know already that it is very good and they are not alone anymore. But you always need to have like someone do that first and then I will follow. I am not like that. I just do what feels good and I just do that. And after, I will see what happens. It's not because someone else is doing it before me that I will do it after. No, I just do because I want to do it. Um, my second question, Tobias, is something cold for you barefoot walking, but you don't give up to do this. Yeah, cold is like a mindset too. Um, you need to go over your threshold, but you really need to listen to your body if you are walking barefoot in colder temperatures. I recommend that you are not, if you are a starter, that you are not starting with that you are just starting with normal temperatures. And then after a while, you will. Um, you will feel that your feet are getting stronger and warm, cold. It is feeling different because your body is regulating your temperature through the feet. So I can give an example. There was a moment that we were going inside a house and they had into the house a floor that was heating up. So they don't have radiators, or how you call that, where warmth is coming from. They had a floor that was warming up. So it was normal outside. I was stepping inside that house. My feet were touching that warmed floor, and it was regulating my body. It was like I was in a country with very hot temperatures. So my feet were regulating the temperature, and I was sweating a lot. So I needed to go outside again. I did go outside to cool down because it was just too hot for me through my feet. So um, yeah, cold. I still feel like something is cold, but that is not holding me back to walk further, because it's just the first touch. And if you are walking a few minutes further, that um, you will you will get used to that. So it's not cold anymore, it's warmer. And then after a while it's becoming warmer again, because you are used to it. And then step by step you will have a point, like if you are walking in freezing temperatures, you will feel it in the beginning, like something is stitching, or your mind is making up that's very cold. And then after a while you are walking further and it gets used to it, because your body is giving warmth to to your feet. Is it a bit clear? How have your feet changed over time? Did this happen quickly, or did it take a long time before you could handle many things you can step on? My feet are still changing. Yeah, still. My sole in the beginning, because first you are not wearing shoes anymore, so that is a skin that will goes off step by step by walking barefoot. So it becomes softer. The soles become softer, a bit more sensitive. First of all, you always, if you are starting walking barefoot, you always look at the ground, because you want to know where you are walking. And the steps are very slow too. So if you are conscious enough, then you will know which steps that you will take and where you are walking with your bare feet. So after a year, I believe, the feet were getting the soles were getting stronger, and getting thicker layers. So for me it was a very special experience, because I never walked barefoot. So for me it was all new too. um, but there were some areas onto my soles that was getting harder, stronger, but thicker skin, and it was like pushing it away consistently. So I just let it all happen. Sometimes I was like peeling it off, and I did some things with my feet, because it was not normal for me. It was something strange, and I did not know what to do. So then after a while I was becoming more conscious about it, because one feet was doing it more than the other feet. So I just go over that and just walking barefoot. And then after a year, so 2 years walking barefoot, they were changing a lot too. The skin that was becoming thick was good, but and they were strong, so not peeling off anymore was part of my body, becoming part of my body. And um, the thing that now was happening after like 2 years was, because I walk barefoot in every season, so winter, spring, summer, and autumn. my feet were changing with the seasons. So if it is like autumn, then there is a lot of weather here in Belgium. So by walking into wet grass, the skin was becoming thinner and softer again. And then in the summer, it was like more stronger. The skin was thicker again. So I really loved it how the feet were connecting to the earth and the seasons, that it was preparing my feet to the next season. I was really amazed about that year. That was that my feet were changing. I was really amazed still. So yeah, the soles are changing a lot. Um, Let me see. Did it take a long time before you could handle many things you can step on? Yeah, for me, yes, yes. I liked it more to walk in in freezing temperatures because your feet are like in the beginning a bit not awake or something. Yeah, I don't know how you say it, like verdoofd. I don't know how you say it. Let me see. So walking on stones. Mm, I like it because it touches your nervous system and it helps you to go over some kind of pain thoughts. Because if you're thinking about I walk on stones, then you will really feel it. But if you're just walking like a child, they just running, and on barefoot they run and they don't think about it. They just are playing and having fun. So if you have these thoughts and just walking, and remember yourself that you walk barefoot because you like it, even if there are stones, then you will not think about it, so you will not feel it. But it's not my um, favorite to walk on. No. um Green Scott, thank you for being here. Appreciate that. I still have barefoot style shoes, but my hiking is barefoot. Wonderful. In fact, I'm out barefoot hiking listening to you now. Wow, thank you. That will give you a lot of motivation to walk to hiking barefoot. So hiking is like more walking fast barefoot. Am I right? Enjoy your walk. I am follower in YouTube stream from you, and I am since half year subscriber. Okay, thank you for that. Really appreciate that. Luca, welcome here. Do you have any tips to give us if you want to start walking barefoot in the city? Okay, the first step is always do it for yourself. Don't look um, if people are looking at you. Um, just go, feel good about it. Um, if it's the start, just watch your steps going into the crowd. Know inside of your head that we are a lot. I do the same, so you can do that too. Be courageous. Don't answer questions or something yet. Just do it. Just doing it, that will help you a lot. Just do it. Don't think about it. Have a gratitude feeling. Be proud of yourself that you have this courage to do that. And then after, you will see if you want to do it more. Was it making you happy? Are you willing to look around you now and see that people are looking at you, want to respond? on the looking. So it's all it's all up to yourself. You really need to trust yourself and really know that you are doing this for yourself and not to how you say that, to want to explain something to the world. If you're sure about yourself that you are doing this, the rest will come from itself. Philippines is a Southeast Asia country. Yeah, what's the temperature there? Is it always warm or more rainy? I hear a lot of things, but I was not there yet, so really don't know. Hi, Kuba. Thank you for being here. I am very good. Very excited, actually. Raphael, have you ever deep clean your feet after walk outside? What do you mean about deep clean? Because sometimes it's very special. Because people are really thinking that if you're walking barefoot, that it is always so dirty. But where are you walking barefoot then? The only thing, and you can see it in my content. I was amazed about London because the streets were really not clean. So that was the dirtiest that my feet were becoming. I just clean it with water. Yeah, that's the only thing I do. I soak it a bit in water, or I go into a river or something because yeah, I like to clean it natural, and I don't clean my feet before going to sleep. Only if I was dancing in some places that were alcohol on the floor and something that it's stitchy then, so you need to clean your feet then just with water, and then I go to bed. But otherwise, if I'm just like now, I'm doing my whole day barefoot walk in the house, outside, being around people. Um, I do not wash my feet because they are clean already. Did you saw my email? Where did you send it to? Cuba? My email I didn't check yet because I have another business too in cacao, unroasted cacao. So I will look up to that. Normally I do it once a week, so I will see it. Just let me know where did you send your email to. Can you show how is it? Do you want to see my feet? Is that your question? Hello, Mr. Nightshade. Thank you for being here. Love your souls and freestyle. Thank you very much. We are all connected, so there is a reason why you are here. So we attract what we are, so you can just be proud of yourself that you are all here. It's not it's not about me only. It's about all of you too, because you are willing to take some steps and change your change the way that you are living. You want to be more aware about something, so you really don't need to thank me. You need to thank yourself for being here, because it's your time too that you are sharing to be here. So I'm really grateful for that. So my feet now, I want to show them for sure. So they are totally different than years ago. And the point that I was saying in the beginning that was becoming thicker was here, this area here. That was not a nice point that that my skin was getting thicker. Really not nice. But after a while, it it was for a reason that it was doing that, because you are touching different points if you are walking barefoot than in a shoe. What I really found amazing too. So if I just to see if my feet still um, can go into a shoe, my feet doesn't fit into a shoe anymore. So this area is becoming very wide because you are always spreading your toes. If you are walking, you are like consistently um, moving your feet, so they are very flexible. Yeah, so for now they are the best I ever had, actually. So, and I'm now walking for around, like I said, in between 5 to 7 years, starting walking barefoot and totally barefooting until now. This is the best area that I had with my feet, that I'm really like, okay, this is a point that they are very, very strong. But I walk barefoot in every season, so that's the best and the fastest way that the feet will get stronger. Even if it is just every day, like a quart or a half hour, every day a half hour, every season. So every day in that season, always 1 year, and it is very good to strengthen the feet. Okay, we talked on Instagram before. I'm the one that liked basketball. Oh, welcome, welcome, welcome. I remember that one. I remember that one. So the season of basketball here in Belgium is over. So my daughter will go back in like September or something. But that's not for me. I like other sports, more barefoot sporting. Greamy praise God. For me, barefooting hiking is about slowing down to appreciate every texture and feel of the earth. It's special every walk. Yeah, 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 yeah. I cannot say that every walk is the same. It's always different because the feet are always adapting in a different way. It's to see what your body, how your body moves, and it's always different. Every step is different. Every day is different. So it's always an adventure for me. Thank you for sharing this with us. It's that's really nice of you. It really helps everyone in here because we all have our own experience, and we really need to share this with each other because that is making us stronger. Yeah, it's something that we really need to do. Mm, what about your toenails? Have you ever cleaned it too, Rafael? My toenails, I just cut it like everyone. Like if they are too long, I just cut it off. But yeah, if you are walking into the mud, they go very deep, and sometimes it's a little bit black. But I just let it like that. Yeah. Um. Are you in a tent? No, 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 no. I am upstairs because it's nice and calm in here. My daughter is awake too, and our production of not roasted cacao underneath this is making some noise. So here I am more on myself. Kubas, you sent your email to my comment and I sent there. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Then I will arrive it. I will look it up and see what you have emailed me. Did your toes open more by natural now? Yes, yes. By not spreading them. Yeah, yeah. It goes by itself. Spreading the toes, it goes in a natural way, because sometimes if I'm walking and there is a stone, like a stone, you stepping on that stone and your feet and toes are like, "Ugh, I don't like this." I move it a bit and it goes around. So it's very special how if you are walking a lot barefoot, that it goes by itself. So you are not thinking about it. You feel something and it's like moving by itself. Just trust your feet and your body. Um, do you ever, is Marcus Roberts, thank you for being here. Do you ever have any not positive experience in some places or get refused entry into places because of being barefoot? Sometimes I don't have educate with that. Okay, that always can happen. That always can happen, but it is a learning lesson. Um, it's to see where you are. It's to see how you are standing in your power. It's to see how your mindset is. There was, there are some times, like in the amusement park, I had an experience. I was already into the park, so the entry, that was all. It was all okay. So I was going into that amusement park. Was for a long time already in the roller coasters and things. So everything was going fine. And at a certain moment, we were at a roller coaster that we went before already, and there was somebody. So the one that was there to secure the things to let you go in. Um, they was looking at me. He was looking at me and was telling me that I need to put my shoes on. And I was like, I don't have that. Oh, you don't have that. Okay. Yeah. Then you cannot go into this roller coaster. And I was like, why? Oh, it's for security. And I was like, security, but your head, oh, you don't have something on your head too. So why you need to have something on your feet? Your head is, and your hands are all over free. So the chances is more that you can hurt your head or hands than you can hurt your feet. So it's always a risk. And he was not allowing me. And I was like, but I was here before, so you let me in. And now you say no. So it's my own choice that I do this. It's my own responsibility. I know that everything will be okay. And he was like, no. So it was a lesson for me to handle this. I was giving him a lot of love, and yeah, my boyfriend did not like that and was saying, "You cannot do that. She was here before," and I was like, "Just let it be. I was here before. I did my right. The day was almost over, so for me, it was like I can learn something about that." I made a video of that too, sharing my experience about that. So go and look for that one. Yeah, and I learned a lot about that. It was now like 3 years ago that was happening. So in all the years that I am walking barefoot, I had situations like that, like 4 times in 7 years. So you need to focus on the ones that are going good. The ones that were not going good is what is to learn yourself how to handle this, and you are becoming stronger if you have situations like that in the moment itself. It's to see how you react, and you always need to be open to things, because it's your life, you are creating it, and it is there for a reason to make you stronger. And this was really helping me, because I had, like I said, 4 to 5 times experience like this over 7 years. So that's really, really less. That's really less. But it really helps me too. The same about comments that you get from people. Just the same. It really helps me to get confident in who I am, what I am doing here. that it is good. Always think of what you want and you will attract it. Think of what you don't want, you will attract it too. But you need that lesson in the world too. Then you can see how you are growing. It's really wonderful if you have experience like that. So um, always be positive about it, and it it will help you. Your positivity will help you to go through situations like that. Um, mm, but an entry, I no, I was not. I am always going through the entry just fine. Let me see. Let me see. Am I clear about everything that I say here? Because for me, it's like talking to myself. I see the chat, so I am answering questions, but I am talking to myself actually. So if your feet are black and not clean, you don't mind sometimes to get on bed. That's normal. Thank you for remembering me. Basketball was just a thing for yeah, and I remember very good, Mr. Nightshade. Yeah, if my feet are black, I always clean them. I rather I rather like to clean my feet than clean my bed, you know. It's more work. So I clean my feet. If they are very dirty, I just wash them off, cleanse them, and I go to bed then. Can you flip the camera? It's on my laptop, so I cannot flip my camera. Um, look like, why you want to see my toenails? Is it something special? No, no, no. I never wear toe rings. No, no, no. It's not natural, so it will um, it will punch through my toes then. I don't like that. I like everything that it is loose on my body, that I can move freely. No, that's why I'm not wearing shoes, because I want to have a free body. Very clear and good advice. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you for that. I love how you express yourself about this. Yeah, you always need to be yourself, you know. Even for me, it was like, I'm going live, and what I was just being in ease with myself. Everything will go fine. I have a guidance. I believe that everything is for a reason. But still my heart was like, ooh, first time going live. But still you always, always, always need to be yourself, because otherwise you have a mask on you. It's the same about barefooting. If you are walking barefoot and you have a mask on it, yeah, you are not yourself then. So always be yourself in everything that you do. Express yourself. Take deep breaths before you say something, but let your heart speak. So really communicate in the way you are communicating. You can and then you can have an inspiration of somebody, but you always need to put it into yourself and make your own creation about that. Not just copy paste somebody, but just let it help you in your journey, and then make it your own. That's very We are all different, so that's the beauty about life. We are all different, all amazing, all have our own gifts, and that we need to share. Always be yourself. You're welcome. You're welcome. Hi, Unipose. I always think about unicorns if I see your name. Welcome here. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate that. A lovely Sunday. The sun is shining here. Yesterday a bit less, but today it's very shiny, so I really like that. And later we will go onto the streets, into the crowded people, because there is something happening here, and the daughter wants to go there, so I will make some new videos there. Thank you so much for your empathy, Anicia. It's a pleasure to hear you speaking. If you come to Italy, ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Italy, I love Italy. They are so nice there. They are so nice there. When I hike long distance barefoot, my heels get rough, at times even cracking. Yeah, 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 that can happen. That can happen. I'm now filling them smooth daily, putting cream on them when I go to bed. How about you? I don't use anything. If they are cracking, yeah, it's just a part of that, you know. If I am walking then after into soft grass and making them a bit wet, they will heal themselves. So I don't like products, especially not chemical things. So if it's something natural, I'm okay with that, but still I will not put it on my feet. I like to let my body heal totally by itself. No, I'm a snow leopard. Eunicia. I live with a white cat. I thought something like that. What is the best synthetic texture you like to touch with your feet? I don't like synthetic texture. No, natural things that I like. And it's about benefits. So my barefooting is about the healthy benefits that I get from that. Yeah, glass or metal, that's not nice to walk on. I will not recommend that you do that. But it can happen that you step onto glass. That can happen, but your feet will react, and if you are walking for a long time barefoot already, you will not feel it that much anymore. You just take that piece of glass off and it will go out. In the beginning you feel it more because the skin is not that strong yet. But still, if you are walking, you step onto glass, you feel it. So you do something. You do not just I walk further. You take the time to take that piece of glass off. You will not just because you are walking slower, especially in the beginning. You are walking slower. Um, on your bare feet. So if you're walking slower, it cannot push further. So you feel, oh, and then you see, you take a look, and you do what needs. You must do what you need to do. The chance is more that you step on thorns from plants on nature than you are walking onto glass. And metal, I don't like metal. No, it's very cold. It's nothing natural. But if you need to go to step over metal, I just do that. I just don't like it. I'm in Austria. Wow, wow, wow. And I know everybody's skin type. Yeah, 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 for sure, for sure. So we all can just share experience about your own walking barefoot adventure, but everybody reacts different, takes their steps different. So we can just help each other to explain how our journey is going, and then you can just pick up things from that and see if that's good for you. So you need to experience these things before you can know it's good for me or not. Unbroken glass. Why why do you want to know that? Stepping on like a bottle or something. Yeah, I'm not a circus artist or something. I will not do that. um I also made the experience that little injuries heal very quickly. Yeah. It heals very fast, very fast. And your pain level is growing. So if you have that, your mind knows how that feels and you grow into that. And after a while, you just don't feel it. You know, the body will react, the body will heal, and it's like cutting into your finger. The chance is more there that you cut your finger because you're cooking and doing things with the hands than you are stepping onto something um, that is sharp or really not good. That's about positive mindset, you know. You attract what you want to attract. And if something happens that you don't like, you just go over that and you trust into your body. Okay. Thank you for all these questions. There are a lot. During yesterday's hike, grass, moss, and soft ground in the forest were best. Yeah. Then you can hike very good, I believe. Gravel roads can still be yeah. Yeah, it's so different because gravel it's not always natural, you know. And if it is very warm and it's shining, the sun is a whole day shining on the gravel and it's really hot, it's just hot. It's don't go down in temperature by itself like grass can be like freezing temperatures. It can be very cold, but it's still natural. So underneath, because the body is giving warmth to the ground, it will become warmer because your body is giving warmth to the underground, and it's regulating, you know. And with gravel that is becoming hot, it's just hot consistently, or cold consistently. Let me see. Do you all like the stream for a moment? Give me some shouts here. Because it is my first time. It always needs to be the first time. So I'm very, very happy that there are a lot in here. And I'm already 1 hour online. Okay. I also had a little tone, but I noticed yeah, you just pull it out. That's true. Speaking of metals, when it's hot in town, avoid metal covers in the street. They can, yeah. And you will feel that. You will not walk onto that too long. You like to climb trees barefoot? No, I'm not a climber. No, my daughter really likes that, but no. Climbing trees barefoot was something I have enjoyed since I was child. Thought I'm still not very good at it. Yeah, that needs practice too. Barefooting is practicing too. Some people are like, "Wow, are you walking always barefoot?" And I am like, "Yes." So you don't have shoes? I was no, but how you do that? And I say step by step. I will not tell people that are not walking barefoot yet to start barefoot. Say just put off your shoes, take long walks, going to freezing temperatures. for me, it was over time a process. I'm still learning about my feet. Um, it needs to take practice. It's a muscle that you don't use anymore because a lot of people still wearing shoes. So you really need to take the steps you need to take, but listen to your body and do it step by step. Practice, training. If you are doing a new sport, you need to train. You have people like if you have basketball. To give an example, my daughter is started to basketball playing now since a half year, so she needs to have some practice to be good as the coach. She knows that they are good, but you need to take that steps. You can not just I'm good, you need to take some practice, you need to train, you need to spend some time, and that you need to be consistent if you really want to be good. And barefooting is just about the same. Some people just think that they don't need to do anything, just put off their shoes and everything is fine, but this is really some kind of sport too. I enjoyed it since I was a child. Though I'm still not good at that. I don't want to take that much risk. I mean the broken gravel with sharp edges they use for forest roads. That's very exhausting for bare souls. Pebbles near rivers are better. Yeah, that's totally true. I agree. I am always really kind. Yeah, nice for your comment. Thank you. This is something I learned to myself when my life was changing. Like I said in the beginning of the live stream, um, I was training a lot of things. So it's not only about my barefoot thing, barefoot living. For me, it's also the mindset in life, being healthy, being more conscious about what you are giving to your body, about speaking the words out of loud. They are reflecting onto you. I want to give the things I want to receive. So it's not only about barefooting, it's also to give you what I want to receive back. So if I'm speaking positively, then I want to receive that too. So this is the law of attraction, the words that you are speaking, you need to train this too. In the beginning, I was not always conscious about my words that I am speaking out of light, because we are speaking a lot. So I trained myself to go in silence, to speak more, um, not fast, so more slower. So I am conscious about my words, that if I am saying something that I really want to say that, and that I can receive it back to me. So I just changed over the years some words, because I really don't like that word anymore, because it's not positive. So if you have something not positive, I say not positive. You all know what I mean about that. I don't say that other word that starts with the N. I just say not positive, or something is not good, and not that other word that starts with a B. So I just trained myself um, to speak positively, so I can receive more positivity. Okay, okay. Dinu barefoot. What are you not understanding? Put it into the chat and I do my best to explain again what you are not understanding. It's nice to chat. I haven't seen the beginning. Um, you can see the beginning. It will just go onto my YouTube channel. So normally you can watch it over. There was a question in the beginning why I walked barefoot and when I started, so I talked about that. Great. Interesting to hear you what you think. Think about what? What? MFD? Put it into the chat. I am in Romania. Wow, we have a lot of countries in here. It's amazing. So it's very good for me. I can just travel all around the world. Then we can all go barefoot like that. Romania. Oh, there in Romania, it is really cold at certain times. Don't. So that would be a very new experience too, because if it is really going under degrees, freezing, I don't know how I will react. I really don't know because I didn't experience yet. I have cold weather here in Belgium, but sometimes in Romania or lands that are really 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 like Moscow or something really freezing, it goes under 40 degrees or something. So I don't know what happened. So I cannot share my experience about that. It's nice to chat. Okay, that already have. If anybody is curious, I just suggest they try walking barefoot on different surfaces and see if they like it. Every day, just a little. Yeah, that's true. That's how it starts, just putting off your shoes and not always just outside your home, but just like in your garden. That's good already. There are people that are always wearing shoes even inside the house. So if you are one of them, you just start to walk barefoot in your house. That's already a big step. As you can see, my series, I have a barefoot series. Um, I need to finish that one too. I believe I will have 10 parts of that series, barefoot and presence, on my YouTube channel. So that I am explaining in uh, in a clean way how you can take the steps to go for barefoot living in short movies. Like that was the first time too that I was making that series. So I hope that I'm doing it great because I have some lovely comments already about that. But I would really appreciate that you can give me some more comments there so I can know where I can be more specific or more clearer about what I am doing. It's always helpful. Hello to Romania from Austria. That's very nice. The only time I had to wear shoes was doing my job, but for 1 year I stopped working and I'm now barefoot 100% of the time. Applause for yourself. So I am very lucky too because I have my own business. So I just do what I want. But there are people indeed that need to wear shoes. It's to see which work you do. But if you really, 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 really want to go barefoot for yourself, then you just need to change work. It's to see which priority that you have. So you will always find some place. I had um, a beautiful girl here that I helped into our house to to let her grow and be prepared to get into the world again, because she had not so a place to stay. So we helped her for a few months, and she was walking barefoot too. So we did this for a few months totally together, and yeah, she is doing very great too. She was going to sometimes to place to work, and she asked if she can put her shoes off, and they were just allowing her to do that. So it can, if you really believe, everything is possible, but you really need to change your mindset and attitude and being positive, and then you can attract more of that. Unipause. Unicia, it's also wonderful to see in the videos that your daughter is enjoying barefoot life as well. Yeah, she's now 10 years, so uh, I am really amazed too that she was going with me. Not always. She has her own choice. So if she wants to go barefoot, she does. But I let her free. I like to have my own free choice too. So I want that she has be a free spirit too. This, she is. There was a point where she was walking a lot barefoot in the house. It's always barefoot here. If we are at warm places, she likes to don't wear shoes. But there are times that she just like to wear shoes. Yeah, she's 10 years, so she likes shoes with sparkle things, and she just like it. If she goes somewhere, she is wearing shoes, so that's her choice. She just knows now, because she was raised in this way, what it is to wear shoes and what it is to go barefoot. So she can just choose what she wants to do, and she knows the benefits of it. So she knows both ways. 67 years old barefoot hiker. Dainu, are you 67? That's amazing. I can learn from you. I am barefoot most of the year. Wonderful. 55 years. Wow, wow, wow. That's amazing. When it's really freezing or for some very unpleasant surfaces, I have emergency shoes, but when I can, I do without. Yeah, what's the freezing temperature there where you are living? Unipau? Yunki Paus? Great to see your videos on Instagram. Amazing to discover so many other barefoot. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's amazing. That is really helping. That's really helping. Because sometimes we always think that we are alone, but it's not. You always find somebody that has like the same interest as you are. But that's why I'm doing this too. So I just share my experience, and I was amazed how many people that were interesting, because for me it was just, yeah, I walk barefoot because I know it's healthy, it's helping me. I am experience how healthy I become. I experience how confident I can be. I experience to respond on things. I experience to make a content because I'm walking barefoot. So it changed a lot into my world, into new things that I didn't do before, and I'm doing that now. So it's more about it's more than only barefooting for me. And Instagram was something new too, so that's it. Here you can do very short movies. On YouTube I was starting to do longer videos, so it's totally different, YouTube content and Instagram and the responding on that. So we are always learning, and that's very good in life. If you are not learning anymore, then you cannot go through life like you need to go through life. So always keep an open mind and learn. So that's why I need you all, so I can learn from you. It's not only just being here chatting with each other, but I learn a lot in this moment, really. So that's why I'm always like asking questions. If there is some comment on Instagram or YouTube, what do you like about this video? Or I am responding it all by myself. So every comment I do, it's all me. um, I don't have what is it, money chat that are responding automatically. I do not do that because I don't have a connection then. So then you are just going into automatically pilot, and I don't like to do that. I want to learn from the things that I'm doing. uh I also have long feet with high arches and long big toe. I know that there are a lot of different foot. Yeah, there are a lot of different foot shapes. That's for sure. Can you be more specific, Dino Barefoot? Because I believe you are translating your language into English, and sometimes it goes not that correct. So it's just to make sure that I can answer uh, your questions. UK. Yeah, there are a lot here from UK. I see that in the statistics. So this is a time that you really can ask some things that you really want to know. And on Instagram, I had some questions too, but I can not find them directly. And I did not remember the questions specifically anymore. There were about three that were giving me a comment, and it was a story, so I didn't save it. So I do not remember what the questions were anymore. So if you are here, you can just put it in the chat again. Please longer and more closer. Please, I'm really sorry, but please. About coldness, I am cautious. The nerves stop working when it's freezing, so you wouldn't notice when your toes get frozen. Yeah, I never had this before. I don't know. I don't know what that is, a frostbite. Because if you are just walking, you walk. I don't stand still. So if I really have that point that it's really cold, I just walk it off. But um, sometimes I do not like it too. So I just go back from where I become and walk after again. I just listen to my body. Sometimes I can do really long walks in freezing temperature, and other times I am just taking a short walk because my body could not handle it. Yeah, I really trust in what I do. Uh, but the nerves are always working. It's like um, they are like not you don't feel it in the way that you normally feel. So you can send it out again and you will feel again. But if the body really says, I do not like it, then you will send it through and you will not like it. So for me, it happens too still. And then I just am like, okay, I did my walk. I just go back now. I don't need to push myself further and further and further. I am already taking that 1 minute more that I did before. So that's good enough for me too. And other times I'm just walking and I like it and everything is good. And yeah, it's to see how you are at that moment. Yeah, a fresh snow I really like. This is even not cold. This is just soft, warm, cleaning the feet totally. Pharmacist. A pharmacist? Are you a pharmacist, I know? I go barefoot in my garden every day of the year, sometimes short, sometimes for hours. Yeah, that's perfect. And are you doing this all barefoot, Dino? Barefoot? In a hospital barefoot? That would be amazing. Yeah, I do not go to this kind of things. I don't believe in medical hospitals. I do it more in a holistic way. I know how I can heal my body perfectly by just eating a few days, nothing. Um, yeah, that's not a story. I am happy. I'm self employed, having my own office. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's perfect. That you need to be grateful to, because not for everyone it's that easy to have a barefoot lifestyle, because if the boss is not agreeing with you, yeah, or you change your work, or you just be happy, um, and just go barefoot outside the work times. That's choice that you need to make for your own. It is best if you let children find out when and where they prefer being barefoot. Yeah, that's true. We all like that for ourselves, that we have a free choice. So we need to learn this to our kids. We can learn a lot from our kids. It's not because we are older than them that we always have it right. She learned me a lot about barefooting too. So yeah, sometimes you have winters that are going very long, and otherwise, yeah, it stops. Sometimes we didn't even have snow here in Belgium, so it's really it's really different all the time. Great for you that you never had when the skin is my frost, it can peel on. For me, walking in the snow, it's a very intensive experience. Yeah, maybe it's to see how strong your feet are. Or uh, I do have sometimes things on my feet, but I am focusing more on the positive things than the things that are on the feet, because I know it will heal by itself. So um, that will not hold me back to not walk even more. It's not because I have something on my feet I do not walk barefoot anymore. So I just go through that, and because of the walking barefoot again, it will heal by the steps that you are taking. So it, yeah, I just go through that. Now, in the beginning, it was a bit different. So I walk slower then, but still be consistent in my barefoot walking. When the coldness, I am getting back to into the warmth. Yeah, that's just listening. I am happy I didn't need to go to. mm, I thought your video in London was excellent, Marcus. I found it good place to be barefoot. You must let me know next time to visit. Yeah, London was a good experience, but it is not. I did not like that much. You know, it's not. I am not like a city person. I like more nature and not so crowded places, more mountains, things like that. Sun, sea, very cold. The very cold, I really want to experience that too. But I like a view. I don't like a lot of touristic places. Um, I prefer more nature. I showed my feet already. So a good thing maybe I can do too is that I go over if I can see if I have some pictures from the first years I was walking barefoot until now, so you can see the barefoot change. But I need to take some time over that if I have that, because I have a lot of videos, but I cannot remember if I have a lot of pictures that I was taking. So there was somebody, some follower that was because he wanted to know that, and I really appreciate that question because that's a very good one. But you need to remember that you need to do that in between. So uh, I never thought before that I was going this far to sharing my barefoot lifestyle. So now it is, but yeah, I need to look it up if I can do that. You want to see my soles more? Oh yeah, you was eating. Okay. So the heels. So now I'm sporting. Let me know if you can see it good because the light sometimes. So both feet are just the same. So they are just looking the same as natural feet, but just more healthier. Because sometimes there are people that taking off their shoes if I'm dancing or something like that, and they want to do the same. You see that the feet are still wearing shoes, so there is the shape from the feet. It is really different than a feet that is into a shoe, but it takes some time. For me, it's about 5 to 7 years that I'm walk barefoot, and still they are changing. So you cannot put something on it like this now is a shape I always will have. It is not like that. You're welcome. No, for now they don't have cracks. No, I had a time that they are really cracking, and you can see that in the videos. So that was a moment that my feet really were changing, and then you don't you cannot touch it. So sometimes I was peeling things off, and it was stronger than myself, because yeah, you just do that sometimes. And if you're doing that, the thing for me was like, wow, my skin is really thick underneath that. So I had so much skin taken off that it was so deep that I was saying, wow, in these years my skin is becoming very, very thick. And because doing that, I was seeing that. So see, there is always a reason why you do some things. But the better you need to stay off the cracking, it will just go away by itself. Yeah, 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 my back is totally fine. Okay, I am now live 1 hour and a half. So I just go over a few questions and then I will close the stream, because I have some other things to do too. You're welcome, Tobias. So other women's in here, because you cannot always see the names exactly. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you for being here, everyone. I hope that I shared the things that you liked to hear. Um, if you all like this, let me know, and I will see if I'm doing another live and maybe pick up some questions that you really want to ask me. Let me know how I can help you more in being barefoot overall, or more confident in lifestyle, or how I can help you more with the content I am making. For me, it's all new too. So I am here for a reason. You are here for a reason. So we can really help each other. I have on Patreon a few things that a sort of community that you go into. It's new for me too, so I am just finding my way into that, to be more in communication into the group, so we can be more connected, because the content on Instagram, it's very big. The content here on YouTube, it's very big too. So I want to create a community where we can share a lot of things, and where we can handle the barefoot lifestyle more specific. You're welcome, everyone. I give my thanks to all of you for being here. Wonderful, wonderful questions. I wish you all a very, very happy Sunday. I would say take off your shoes, take some walks, listen to your body, be positive, and give yourself nice training in the barefoot lifestyle. Share it with others if you are ready for it. And we will see if we have another life. Thank you for being here. Much love.